Hello, everyone, and happy Wednesday. Happy hump day to everyone. And this is another episode of Wine Wednesday. Day and night, all I've got to say is hello, everyone, and thank you again for joining me for another episode of Wine Wednesday with your girl, Ashleigh Rogers of Homes by Ashleigh, your favorite Michigan realtor. And thanks again for joining me for another episode of Wine Wednesday. And I'm going to be doing something a little special for you guys as well. So a lot of people have been talking about new construction homes, and all across the nation now, construction has been going on and millions of homes are being built on plots of land. People are interested in purchasing those plots of land to have new construction homes built for their dream home. And so I think that this month it's very, very good for us to focus on new construction homes. So I'm going to be doing a 4-part series this month that's going to be talking about all things new construction property. So for the next few weeks, that's what you guys will be getting some information on, is how to purchase your new construction property, what comes with it, what things you need to be mindful of, what things you need to know, and anything that just comes with being the purchaser of a new construction home. So this week, what I'm going to be talking about is just really the foundation of discovering if you are indeed ready for a new construction home. And if so, these are some of the pros and cons that come with buying a new construction home. So let's go ahead and cheers and take a sip. And let's go ahead and get started. So just a little overview of new construction homes. There are several different ways that you can take on a home as a new construction home owner, but there are other things that you do need to consider. One of those things that you need to ask yourself are 3 main questions to find out if new construction is for you. So one of those questions is, how soon do you need to be moved into your home? If you have to be moved into a home rather quickly, new construction may not be for you. On average, it takes about 7 to 8 months, sometimes longer, to build a new home and in a new development and everything like that. So if you are having to move in within a matter of a couple of months, new construction may not be for you. So that's one of the first things that you want to ask yourself. The second thing that you want to ask yourself, determining basically whether you are a person that likes to do DIY projects. And the reason I say that that's one of the questions you want to ask yourself is when you move into a new construction home, you won't really have to do a project on anything. You won't have to do anything at all. Everything is brand spanking new. So you won't have to really go into your DIY projects, and you can just use your money to do more interior design and stuff like that. So that's something you want to take into consideration as well. And then the final question that you want to ask yourself is, are you looking for something specific? If you're looking for something specific, you can actually work with certain builders and contractors of the new construction properties to customize the things that are the most important to you when it comes to having a home. So that is something that you want to look into as well. If you are a person that wants to have certain customizations, depending on the builder that you're working with, you might be able to have some new things put in there and some customizations that fit your desires of what you want in your new home. So those are the first 3 main questions that I tell people to kind of consider asking themselves when they are looking into buying a new construction home. So that being said, once you've answered those questions, the next thing that I recommend that you look out for are the pros and the cons of a new construction home. So the first pro I have written down here. So let me go ahead and get my notebook here, guys, because I am not one to sit here and memorize every single thing. One of the pros, obviously, is that new home smell. Let's go ahead and cheers to that right there. Everyone loves something new, so we got to drink for that. That new home smell. Everything is brand spanking new. And some people just want everything to be 100% new, and there's nothing wrong with that. So if you're looking at a new construction home, you're going to love that new smell. Everything is going to be brand new. The next pro that I have here is that you may get to customize the features of the home. So as I stated a few minutes ago, certain builders have design studios where you can actually look at what you can put into your home. So if you want certain types of faucets, certain appliances, certain countertop materials, and all that kind of stuff, those are different options that some builders do have for you. Now, not every builder is the same. So don't think that you can go to every single builder and say, well, I want to customize everything. Sometimes that's not an option. So you definitely want to make sure that you know whether or not the builder of that new construction development is going to allow you to do customizations. Another pro that I have here is that everything functions correctly. Who doesn't want a home where everything functions at top-notch brand new status, to the point where you don't have to do any repairs. You don't have to worry about that for quite some time. So that's another pro of having a new construction home. Another thing I have here is that you have the option to add in the latest high-tech features of your home. I have a list of a bunch of things, and this is just on behalf of one of my clients that is getting their new construction home built actually right now. So these are things that they were considering, like smart faucets. Come on now. Smart TVs are one thing, but if you have a smart faucet, come on now. That's just a plus. Your big ticket items like the roof, the appliances, the HVAC system, all of that kind of stuff is actually under warranty once you purchase the home. The builders take care of all of that, so you don't have to worry about new warranties for those appliances or anything like that. That's absolutely a wonderful thing. So not only do you get brand new appliances, but you also don't have to worry about them breaking on you. God forbid they have to break on you. But either way, you'll be safe to have your appliances 100% taken care of throughout the entire purchase of the home and everything like that. And the final pro that I have here, which is something that a lot of people are really wanting, and they are coming to new construction homes. It's almost standard to have these, but you're looking at energy efficiency of the home. Who likes actually spending a bunch of money on your bills, like, you know, your heating, your water, all of that kind of stuff? At least the good thing about having energy efficient homes is that you don't have to worry about paying and watching a lot of your money just floating out the door because your appliances or old appliances work harder to heat the home or keep the home energy efficient. So energy efficiency is something that's very important to a lot of people, especially those that go green. And if you're a Spartan, you're going to go green like me anyway. But yes, so that is something that's pretty important to a lot of people. And that's a great benefit for you to have in your new construction home. So that's a lot of the pros that I have for buying a new construction home. Now, of course, with every pro, there's also a con. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the cons that are going to come with a new construction home. So the first thing that I have here, of course, is that building is time consuming. So you will need to actually check on your home's progress. If you are purchasing the plot of land to have the home built on in a new development, then you're definitely going to have to check on the home on a daily basis, make sure that things are looking the way that you want. So ideally, you want to make sure that you're not moving too far to your new construction home from where you're currently located, because you will have to check in on a daily basis. Building takes time. You're looking at about 7 to 8 months, sometimes longer, for the actual home to be completed. But throughout that time, you want to make sure that you're looking at how things are being built, making sure that all your customizations and things like that are in the home. So just know that building is time consuming. So you need to definitely make sure that you're there to check on things on a daily basis, almost, if not daily, weekly for sure, because you want to make sure that your home is being built the way that you want it to be. So there's that con there, but still a good thing to do. The next con that I have here is that you may not get the options that you hope for. As I stated before, with new construction homes, some builders do have the option of you being able to customize different things within the home, materials and all that kind of stuff, but not every builder is like that. So ultimately, if you do end up purchasing a new construction home and it's with a builder that does not allow those types of customizations, that's kind of one of the cons that you'll have to worry about, is that you may not get 100% everything that you need, but that comes with shopping around for your for the actual builders and the companies that's going to be building your home. Another con that I have here is that you will have immature landscaping for some time. So if you are a person that is moving to a new construction home that's in a new development, you will have to wait for trees to mature, for flowers to sprout, just for the landscape to look like an actual neighborhood home area. So that's something that you want to take into consideration. You're going to have to probably look at some plots of dirt and land for quite some time before trees start to mature, and then you can start doing your gardening or however you want your landscaping to look. It's going to take some time to get there, but that is one of the cons that people have brought up that comes with purchasing a home. So if you're okay with looking at your dirt and gravel out there for a little while, then you can still consider your new construction home done for you. So that's another thing that you want to take into consideration. Another con I have here is that the price is not usually negotiable with builders. With new construction homes, what you see as far as the price is typically what it's going to be. Now, there are some times where you can negotiate a few things, but sometimes and actually I'll say this, not even sometimes, most times the price is not negotiable. Builders take into consideration the cost and the time that it takes to build even one home. So the price that you're being presented with is most likely the price that the home is going to be. You might be able to work some magic if you have the right realtor, i.e. me. But if not, then you definitely want to just make sure that you understand that the price is usually what it's going to be. And that's just how it is. So comes with that. And then the final con that I have here is that you will have to abide by the builder's deed restrictions and any HOA fees. Now, what is HOA? HOA is just homeowners association fees. So that's sometimes in different neighborhoods and areas and subdivisions that have been built by companies. They do have certain rules, restrictions, and all those kind of things. Like, for example, your mailbox has to look a certain way. It has to be a certain amount or a certain length away from, or a certain distance. I guess length would be your distance, but either way, a certain distance away from the street. Typically in new development and new subdivisions of new construction homes, most of the houses will have a standardized aesthetic feel to the homes. So it's not like you can just paint your house red and have a red door when everyone else is stating that they need to have a black door or something like that. So you want to make sure that you are adhering to all of the deed restrictions and possible homeowners association fees that come with moving into that neighborhood. So make sure you know those things. So those are basically just some of the pros and cons that come with being a homeowner of a new construction property. So certain things will outweigh others. There are some things you'll be able to, negotiate, some things you can let go. You really just ultimately have to understand what's most important to you and know what those things are. A new construction home is absolutely a very, very beautiful purchase, and it's really, really fun to go ahead and purchase it, because at the end of the day, who wouldn't be proud to show off to their friends and family that they have a brand spanking new home and it just looks amazing the way that you want it to be and fit all of the needs that you have. It's absolutely a beautiful thing to have, but you want to just make sure that you're taking the time to understand what comes with the purchasing of a new construction home, and just understand the mental part that comes with purchasing that home as well, which is why I said that you really want to have the answers to those three questions I posted for you earlier today or earlier in this segment. And just find the answers to those and really understand if new construction is for you. And if anything, reach out to me. I love helping people understand if they are ready for new construction homes, buyers, sellers, all that kind of stuff. So new construction is one of my biggest passions. I absolutely love touring new construction homes, and it's nothing more invigorating and loving and just really empowering when you see someone purchasing a brand new home, and it's an amazing feeling when they actually get to the close of that. So that's pretty much everything about new construction in terms of just the pros and the cons and the questions you want to ask yourself to see if you're ready to purchase a new construction home. So take all those things into consideration. And if you have any other questions, definitely reach out to me. Or if you have something that I need to tailor to your specific situation, definitely reach out to me and I'll help clear some of those things up, because the whole process of buying a home in general can be very overwhelming. So you want to make sure you have someone that's knowledgeable, especially if you're going into the new construction portion. So that being said, thanks again for joining me on this segment of Wine Wednesday with Homes by Ashleigh. Again, this is going to be part one of a 4-part series that's going to be talking about new construction homes for the month of April. So stay tuned for the next weeks, and I'll be talking more deeply into new construction and the process of buying a new construction home. So again, thank you all for joining me. Happy Wednesday. Cheers. And I will see you all on the flip side next week. Day and night, all I've got to say is